And if you want to move the canvas like what I did just now, just hold the space bar button, and then you can just move your canvas over here to whatever position that you like. Okay, right now, so we're gonna scale it down a little bit so that you can see it, can put it inside a canvas as a reference for our logo making. Okay, now we have our reference over here. Just gonna put it over here, and then we're gonna start to do by creating the first shape in front that was above of the editor's name. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new shape over here. When we click a rectangle tool, if we right click we can see a lot of options, but we only gonna use rectangle tool for now. So right now, if you click and create a shape over here, and then if you can see right now, the color of the shape is, the middle is white color and the stroke is in black color. This is related to this tool over here, where you can actually change the color of your shape. If you double click on this one, and then you can change it to any color that you like. See, and this one is for the stroke of the color, stroke of the object. If you double click and then you change it to something like this color, and then if you see the stroke is related, this is the color for the stroke and this is the color for the fill of the object. Okay, so now since we're gonna just use black color, so we just gonna change this one to black. So you need to select the item first and then change the color to black. And then for the stroke, I prefer to just make it invisible. Okay, so right now we have a shape of a square. So we want to make the shape like this. First thing that we need to do is we're gonna choose as direct selection tool, where the use of this selection tool is that we can manipulate any point that we want. As example, we have this shape, we have 4 points over here, so if we click on here we can manipulate it on any position that we want. Okay, so right now we want to make it like this. First thing first is we need to select these 2 points on above, which we can select by just click on this point. You can just select at this point and then hold shift button and click on another point over here. Okay, so once we click it, and then we can already move, so we make it move a little bit like this, and then we want to make this area where we can just click on this point only, and then we can drag it down a little bit, just like that. Want to adjust a little bit more, make it resemble almost like the actual one. Yeah, I think just like this, and then we make it a little bit down, a little bit lower. Okay, now you have it. We have one part of the logo. Okay, now we're gonna proceed with the second and the third one. So we're gonna go back to selection tool, where we select this tool and we can copy, just Control C and Control V. So you're gonna have another new one, so you're gonna set it directly on the same position of the first one. Now we're gonna go to the direct selection tool. We're gonna select this point and this point, and we're gonna stretch out a little bit, just like this. Yeah, so now you have the second part. Now go back to the selection tool, copy and paste, put it on the same alignment with this one, make it a little bit further. And then go back to the direct selection tool, click the 2 point over here again like before, and then just stretch it out a little bit. So now you have it. You have the logo on top of the Adidas font. So once you have it, okay, you can do selection tool. You want to select all of this object to move it. So we're just gonna drag it like this, and then we can move anywhere that we want. Okay, so the next step is to do the font. If you have the font, then it's okay for you, but if you don't have the font, so just pick any font that almost the same like here. So you're gonna select the type tool over here, and then just click on below of here. So you can see something is blinking over here, so it shows the size of the font that you want to type after this. So we can change the font over here. This is the font size, so you can change and make it bigger if you want. And this is the font family, where you can have it is depend on the font. If you see when they have the triangle over here, the arrow over here, it means that they have some kind of family over here, family font over here. You can have thin, italic, something like that. If you don't have something like this, so it just have regular. Okay, so we're gonna write the same thing. Just write Adidas over here, and just click on the selection tool again, remove it below here, and then we gonna find the font that almost same like this one. So like what that I have right now is I have this Coco. I have this one. So see the font is almost the same, right? So right now we have the font. You can just make it bigger by click on the selection tool, click on the text, and just make it bigger. If you want to make it the ratio is the same, when you try to enlarge it, make sure that you hold shift button. When you hold shift button, it doesn't change the ratio of the object that you want to enlarge, or you want to make it smaller. If you see that when I left the shift button, you can change the ratio of the object. So we want to make it same like usual, the same ratio, so we just gonna hold shift button, go over here. So now we can move it, and there we go, we have the logo of Adidas over here. So now I can delete this one and select all of this, bring it in the middle, and enlarge it. So now we have a complete logo of Adidas. So as we finish, we're going to proceed to how to save this one. So same like if you open any normal software like Photoshop, like PowerPoint or Word, where you have file over here, you have save, can save based on your preferences. This is also the same. You can save. This is the shortcut. Just Control Save or Save As, Shift Control S, and then this is the normal format of Adobe Illustrator. But then for you can save in Adobe Illustrator form if you want to make change after this. But if you don't want to make it change, so just go to Adobe on PDF format. So just click save, and then it's already saved. Just save as PDF. And if you go to the directory of the file, there you have it. Now we have the Adidas logo. if you see, when we save using Adobe Illustrator, when zoom out, the picture is not pixelated because this is vector based. So this is the advantage of using Adobe Illustrator when you are designing a logo or a poster, where the picture will not gonna be pixelated, as long as the thing that you create are really original from the Adobe Illustrator itself, not any image that you import inside here. If you import any image inside here and you save it on PDF, it is still on pixel based because that is the original of the image. But if you create the object inside the Adobe Illustrator itself, like this object and this text, if you zoom out, it will gonna be in a vector base where we cannot see the shape is not pixelated. Okay, so that's all for our tutorial today. And for assignment is you're gonna create your own logo by using any shape over here. If you are more advanced, you can explore a lot of things over here that you can play with. And if you want to see more tutorial, you can just Google. They have a lot of video tutorials on Adobe Illustrator for beginners and so on. So just create your own logo with your name and then save it on PDF to be sent in iTalim after this. So the description I'm gonna give it later. So see you soon on next tutorial. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.